Hey you guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome to another episode of this Piscean Reports. How's everybody doing? As always, I am hoping you are having a sensational day. For those of you, hold on, sorry, I was looking at this. For those of you new to my channel, welcome aboard. For those of you who are returning, welcome back. As always, welcome back. All right, so I was sitting here. First of all, first things first, let's say happy birthday to the darling fishies who were born on February 22nd. And as I sat here, I was about to make the video for the day, and I realized you guys are, fabulous, extra special because you were born on 222. And I was like, that's amazing. That's wonderful. So I decided to pull up real quick the information on angel number 222, 222. And I'm going to give that to you first, and I'm going to go ahead and give you the message that I had for you guys for the day. So, for those wonderful fishies who are born on 222, and for those of you who may be seeing angel number 222, this message will be for you as well. Okay, so let me just go ahead and give you guys this real quick, and then we'll go ahead and get started. Okay. And I'm getting this from Joanne's Sacred Scribes, and you guys can always go over there and check out any angel numbers that you guys see in your throughout your day. They are spectacular. They're wonderful, and I love them. And I encourage you guys to go check them out. Okay, check them out for yourself if you're seeing specific angel numbers. Okay, so it says that. Angel number 222 is made up of the attributes and energies of the number 2 appearing tripled, making number 222 a very powerful vibration. Angel number 222 carries the attributes of the number 2 and 22, the master builder number, that resonates with ancient wisdom. I love it, you guys. Oh, you guys are associated with ancient wisdom. Let's see. Vision, idealism, and transformation. Number 2 lends its influences of faith, trust, and encouragement, attainment and success, adaptability, diplomacy, and cooperation, duality, service and duty, balance and harmony, selflessness, faith and trust, and your divine life purpose and soul mission. Number 222 has to do with balance, manifesting miracles, and new auspicious and timely opportunities. So fabulous for you guys. So fabulous. Angel number 222 tells you that everything will turn out for the best in the long term. So if you guys are seeing that, it's a number of balance, and of course, all the things that I mentioned before, but let me go ahead and keep going first. It encourages you to take a balanced, harmonious, and peaceful stance in all areas of your life. This, let me see, the message is to keep the faith and stand strong in your personal truths. Angel number 222 tells you that everything will turn out for the best in the long term. Do not put your energies into negativity. Be aware that all is being worked out by spirit for the highest good of all involved. Angel number 222 is also reminding you to keep up the good work you're doing as the evidence of your manifestations are coming to fruition. So fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. Angel number 222, to have it be your birthday is spectacular. Okay, so you will closely resonate with the angel number message more than anyone. But that's not to say that the rest of you guys, like I said, if you are seeing angel number 222, they're letting you know, your angels are letting you know, keep up the good work because everything you are doing right now is manifesting. Okay. It will turn out for the best in the long term. Do not put your energies into negativity. Be aware that all is being worked out by spirit for the highest good of all involved. Angel number 222 is also reminding you to keep up the good work that you're doing as evidence of your manifestations are coming to fruition. And finally, angel number 222 is a message of faith and trust from your angels. Remember that nothing happens by chance and everything happens for a reason. Maintain a positive attitude, and you will find that everything will have positive results and you will receive abundant blessings in divine right timing. So that is exciting. So if you guys are seeing that, there's that message. The universe wants you to know you guys are you're doing great. Keep up the good work. Don't if you are not quite seeing the manifestations of whatever it is you are putting your energies into coming to fruition quite yet, the universe is saying just keep the faith. Okay, don't start to put your energy into negative thinking like this is never going to happen and this is ridiculous and why am I doing this. They want you to know everything is happening behind the scenes. Okay, so just keep up the good work and stay in faith and just watch everything manifest in divine right timing. So that's wonderful. All right, so I am going to go on. I wanted to talk to you guys today. I was given a message from Spirit and this morning, and I just wanted to go ahead and deliver that to you guys as well. So when I woke up, I was laying there, and it's crazy. It's crazy. I was literally laying there, and I was thinking about all the you know, some famous people in the world. My first thought went immediately to the Jordans, Michael Jordan and company, Michael Jordan and his first wife and his second wife and their children, And I was thinking about the Gates, and I was thinking about the Hiltons. Why Paris Hilton came to my mind is a mystery to me, but I'll be darned if I didn't think about the Hiltons. And so I was thinking about how these people, their name, just the mention of their name quite literally carries so much weight that their children benefit, they get to benefit off the strength of who their father is, who their mother is, who they are, and I also thought to myself that, if let's say I'm one of the Michael Jordan's children, and I know my father's name carries so much weight, and it has so much power and so much pull, and if I know my father is that person, I am going to be on my best behavior. I am going to make sure that the things I do are above reproach, simply because I know who my father is. And you would never, ever want to taint your father's name, your father's good name, because who your father is so amazing and so wonderful. You get to benefit as a result. You will automatically get the respect that your father got. Doors will automatically open for you based on who your father is. So as the children of the Hiltons and the Gates and the Jordans, they live their lives, they're on their best behavior. Like I said, they make sure that everything that they do and how they behave is above reproach because they don't want to taint their father's name, right? And so I started thinking to myself, I said, man, if you guys only knew who your father is, you might, just like the Jordans and the Hiltons and the Gates, that maybe you yourself would kind of conduct yourself a little bit different if you knew who your father was, right? And I started thinking to myself, I said, well, there's going to be some people out there that says, well, I don't know who my father is. And I was like, you know what? That's cool. That's cool because I know who your father is. And I am going to tell you who your father is. Okay. Once upon a time, I too said that, I was one of those people who said, I don't know my father. I have no idea who my father is. And one day, a long time ago, I was thinking that when I was homeless, and I was looking out the window, and I thought about that. I don't know, I don't know who my father is, and maybe because I don't, maybe I'm something less than. And my angels reminded me who my father really was. And so I said, I'm going to write down, and I wrote down everything that your father is, and I wanted to share that with you. Okay. So for those of you who are saying, I don't know who my father is, the Most High, your father is the most popular person in the world. Okay. Your father's name carries weight. All right. And you may not know it, but for those of you who don't know, I'm letting you know. Your father is the most popular person in the world. When people say your father's name, it garners instant respect. Okay, your father literally has the biggest following in the world. Okay. When your father's name comes up in a post, people automatically hit the like button. They hit the like button, they hit the hearts buttons. You're just a mere mention of your father's name gets that instant like button and the heart and the smiley face. Your father is the CEO of life. Whatever your father says goes. If you didn't know, quite literally, whatever your father says goes. Okay? Your father, all he has to do is just say, I need and I want, and it happens. Okay? Your father has gone up against some of the baddest of the bad in this world, in the universe. Okay? And your father has won every single battle every time. Okay, your father has gone up against the baddest of the bad. And y'all know who I'm talking about. It runs the gambit. It runs the gambit. Okay, think of the most darkest, meanest, most evil people. And your father has gone up against them and he's beaten them every single time. Your father is very loving. Your father is very kind. There isn't anything your father won't do for those he loves. And he loves you. So quite literally, there isn't anything your father won't do for you. Your father has integrity. Your father knows right from wrong. Your father has strength of character. Okay? Your father is very giving. Your father has such a strong backing. Like I said, all he has to do is just say something. There are people out there right now who are ready to do your father's bidding. They're all too ready. Your father's love and your father's energy is so strong. So strong. Your father brightens people's day. Quite literally. Your father brightens people's day. And your father lights up the night. Amazing. Your father goes quite literally everywhere you go. There's no escaping your father. You can't run. You cannot outrun your father. Like quite literally, you cannot outrun your father. And I will also let you know that your father will never, ever leave your side. There isn't anything that you can't do that your father won't forgive you for. You couldn't, there's not, how do I say it? There's nothing. You couldn't mess up. You couldn't mess up so bad that you would lose your father's love. That is who your father is. Your father is all those things and more. And now that you know just how amazing your Father is, your Father has got weight, your Father's name carries pull, your Father has power, untold, unbelievable power in this world. And now that you know that, like knowing that your Father is that, you would want to be that person that says, well, my Father is the baddest of the bad. My Father is the CEO of life. There isn't, my Father's name carries so much weight and he has so much pull. And now that you know that, knowing those things about your Father, just like the Jordans, just like the Hiltons, just like the Gates, you would want to kind of think, you know what, let me carry myself just a little bit different. My Father has so much integrity. I don't want to disappoint my Father. My Father's name carries so much weight. Let me be above reproach. Let me be on my best behavior because I don't want to disappoint my Father. I don't want to tarnish my Father's name. None of those children would even think about going out there and doing something to tarnish their Father's name, because they understand just how important it is. And when you understand that your Father is the best of the best, you should want to go out and say, you know what, let me try to be the best version of myself. Let me not do anything that would tarnish my Father's name. I don't want to be that one to where people say, boy, the Father, that one over there, his children or something else, they out here just, lying and cheating and robbing and killing. And you don't want to tarnish your Father's name. And maybe we should try to just kind of look at that. Look at things in that way. I know who my Father is. My Father is the baddest of the bad. My Father is the most popular. My Father is the most well known. And because he is that and I am his child, I'm going to carry myself in a way that would honor my Father. I was thinking about that and I said that, maybe if we knew just who our Father was, we would carry ourselves a little bit different. Maybe we would move a little bit different in the world so people could look at us and say, "Ooh, you know who his Father is. You know who her Father is. Look at how they act. Look at how they're carrying themselves. Look at how their behavior is above reproach." Like, boy, it's easy to see who that one's Father is. I was thinking about also, if you look at our Father, and I thought about this worldwide, you know. When I think about our Father is like, think about an apple tree. And our Father is, in one part of the world, our Father is Red Delicious. And in another part of our world, our Father is the Granny Smith. And over there in that part of the world, our Father is Golden Delicious. And in this section over here, in this tree, in this part of the world, our Father is Gala. And consider that if our Father is the tree, is the apple tree, we don't fall far from the tree. We want to be, if even though we may drop and we may fall to the ground, but we know who we are. I'm a Red Delicious. I'm a Granny Smith. I'm this over here and I'm that over there. And I'm the best of the best because your Father is a tree. You didn't fall far from the tree. You are just as amazing. You are an offshoot. You're an offspring of the Father of the tree. you know? So I just think that maybe it wouldn't hurt to just kind of take into consideration, that based off of who my father is, maybe I might want to move just a little bit different in the world because my father's the best of the best. My father is that one, you know? Your father's special. Your father's different. Our father, you may not see your father, but yet and still, he's there. You know, you don't see your father. You feel like you don't know your father, but your father knows you. Your father absolutely knows you, you know. Just try to kind of, armed with that knowledge. If all these other famous fathers have these children and their children moving in the world in such a way, maybe we ought to start moving in the world in such a way as well. You know, I feel like we will. I feel like we will. It's not easy being the one who says, you know what, I'm going to be above reproach. I'm going to try to be, I want to make my father proud of me. So I want to, because, there are people out there who look at you and say, who do you think you are? And you say, well, I'm very special. I know my father's very powerful. My father's amazing. My father is that one. That's why I move different in the world. That's why, if you're asking me who I think I am, I'm an offshoot of my father. Just know that you're just as important. You are so, so important to your father. Your father loves you. Don't ever forget that. Don't ever, ever, ever forget that your father loves you. You are the light of your father's eyes. you know, and armed with that knowledge, just be like, you know what? I'm special. I am special. I am different. I am unique. And I know who my father is. My father is the best of the best. My father is the baddest of the baddest. My father gets the most likes. My father gets the most posts. There is when my father says something, things happen. And based off of that, I know that if he's that special and I'm an offspring of his, I'm special too. And I'm going to move a little bit different in this world now because I know who my father is. My father's very important. My father gets all respect. And because he is my father, I need to move a little bit different as well, you know, to continue that and go, boy, so that people can look at you and go, yeah, you're definitely your father's son or you're definitely your father's daughter. There's no mistake in it. It's all over you. It's all over you. Look at how you move in the world. Look at how you shine. Look at how you live. You live with honor. You live with integrity. You treat others how you want to be treated. When you know who your father is, there's no reason to be jealous. You don't have any reason to be jealous of everybody else. I see people out every day, hating on somebody, and it's like, why? If you, I was thinking about this the other day. I was looking at Miss Lou, Alyssa. Is that it, Alyssa Lou? And I was thinking to myself, man, I wish I could skate like that one. And I thought to myself, you know what? That's her gift. There's no reason to be jealous of her. There's no reason to be envious of her because I can do something that she can't do. We all have gifts. It's pointless to be jealous of another person. It's pointless to be envious. It's a pointless to hate. It's pointless to, do anything that is negative or dark and ugly based off of who our father is. Our father has blessed us in the same way he blessed the next person. We just have to find it, figure it out. My father's that one, and if he's got those talents, I'm his offshoot. That means I've got talents, I've got gifts, and I need to figure it out. It's pointless to be jealous of somebody else. It's ridiculous, because you've got gifts as well. There's things you could do other people can't do. Consider that, And like I said, the Father did put us down here. One of the things that I've noticed is that, some of us are here to quite literally bear witness to someone else's greatness. So rather than be envious, just say, wow, look at that one. Look at what the Father did for them. Wow, they're so talented. They're so, what a great singer, what a great actor, what a great actress, what a great dancer, what a great skater, what a great skier, what a great ball player. You know, just know your Father is somebody very special, and it would help, armed with that knowledge, when you think about it that way. For those of you who say you don't have a father, yes, you do. Your Father is the best of the best. Your Father is number one in the world, and He had you. You're His offshoot. So you have value and you have worth. Okay? And just know that just off the strength of who your Father is, you too can get that respect and get that honor. But simply knowing who your Father is isn't, sometimes it's just not enough. It's like, I know who my Father is, and because I know who my Father is, I am going to conduct myself, I'm going to move a little bit different in the world, because I know who He is. He has power. He's important. And because He has power and He's important, and I want to, I won't say want. I don't want to say you want to benefit off your Father's, name. But at the same time, it's like you just automatically will, just off the strength of who your Father is. All it takes is just moving a certain way in the world, conducting yourself a little different because of who your Father is. Hang on a second, you guys. Hold on just a second. All right, I did it right this time. I thought I was going to stop the video again like last time. But yeah, so just know your Father's amazing. If you sit up here saying, I don't know who my Father is, I'm telling you, your Father is the best of the best. He's the brightest. He's the smartest. He's brilliant. He's talented. He's gifted beyond reason. And if that is your Father, you have gifts too. You have talents. You have abilities. You are just as special. And armed with that knowledge, just know, you're deserving of just as much respect as your Father get because of who your Father is. But just remember, you got to move a certain way. Just because your Father is doesn't mean you automatically get a pass. It's how you move in the world, so that others can say, oh, that's his daughter. Oh, that's his father. Well, right this way. And if you come this way and all right, you have a great evening. Is there anything else we can get you? You go to a restaurant and they oh, right this way. Here's your seat. And you get a good seat in the restaurant, because of who your Father is. It's easy to see who his Father is. It's easy to see who their Father is right this way. Have a great evening. Let us know if there's anything else we can do for you. It just takes knowing. Know who your Father is. Okay? And know that you are an offspring of your Father. You're just as special. You're just as important. Your name carries as much weight as the others. It's just how you move in the world. Just move in the world like and you're good to go. Others will see it too. Okay? All right, I'm going to leave this here. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, hit the like button and subscribe. You guys have a great rest of your day. And again, happy birthday to those who were born on 222. So exciting. So exciting. I hope you enjoyed your angel message for the day. And those of you who are seeing angel number 222, congratulations. You're making moves. You're making all the right moves and everything is happening. Trust that. Believe it. It may not be happening as fast as you thought, but trust and believe. The universe wants you to know it is happening. So there's no need to get negative. There's no need to give up. There's no need. Just keep moving, keep going. Everything is flowing according to divine timing, okay? All right, I'm going to go. You guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you next time on the next video. Y'all have a great night, okay? Bye-bye.